Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new YSL, sorry about that, the new YSL Make Me Blush blushes. I only have one shade, and if you saw my blush video, it's because I have way too many. So yeah, I only decided to pick up one because I just wanted to see what the formula was like. These do retail for $61 Canadian. So that might be a little too much for people, but I will let you know how I feel about the formula and the shade, and I will do some shade comparisons as well. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Hey guys. Okay, so I only have one of these blushes, so it should be a pretty quick video, but you know, every time I say that, it's like an hour long, so we're gonna keep it short. We are, because I don't have a lot of time, so let's just get right into it. So these blushes are called the YSL Make Me Blush Bold Blurring Blush. So I'm gonna read a little bit about it. I have my little notes here. So it says it's an ultra sensorial, what does that mean? Waterproof, sweat-proof, silky powder blush that blurs the look of pores and ensures up to 24 hours of bright colored flush. I was gonna say blush. Bright colored flush. I know none of us are going to be wearing our blush for 24 hours, but it's just nice to know that it's long lasting. So it says it has squalane, which helps to blur pores, and then rose hip gives a healthy looking skin. Looks like there's 8 shades. This is why I literally can't even get through one video, because he never stops. Okay, so it looks like there's 8 shades. I looked on the YSL website and the Sephora website, and it looks like there are 8 shades. They come in matte and satin finishes. It seems to me when I look at them online, it doesn't specifically say, but it seems like there's only 2 satins and the rest are matte. I think the 2 satins, in my opinion, look like Nude La Valliere, which is that like purpley kind of mauvey tone, and then Restless Rose, which looks kind of like a NARS Orgasm type shade, like rosy with like a hint of gold to it. So that's just what it looks like to me. I have a matte one. I have the shade number 6, and this one is called Rose Haze. So I just looked at the top and I was like, this is me. So it also says that it melts seamlessly and blurs easily onto the cheeks. Like I said, lasting up to 24 hours. Leaves skin feeling comfortable and weightless. There's no dryness, flaking, or caking. So that's what I have written so far about it. Let's go ahead and just try it on. This is a matte blush, and I will show you comparisons as well to this shade. So this is only the second time I'm using it. The first time I was unsure. It looked nice, but I'm like, do I have this? Do I need this? I have to say, touching it, it feels super smooth. Like no dryness, like they said. It doesn't feel dry in the pan. Sometimes like a MAC blush can feel, like a more matte one, can feel pretty dry. Like when you're swatching it, it feels dry. It still applies nicely, but they sometimes will feel pretty dry if you're trying to swatch it. The swatching is nice. It definitely applies and blends very easily. I was wearing a highlight already, which is just the Charlotte Tilbury something tech Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter in Champagne Glow. So I had this on already. Anyway, let's just keep applying. So it does, as you can see, build beautifully. And that is a very pretty shade. I just was kind of like, did I need this? No, as you saw from my blush video, I did not need this. And I'll show you what I have that is very similar. It's very pretty. Like literally there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It feels so nice going on. Super buildable. I just have so many, and I feel like the price is a little steep. I believe it's $60 Don't quote me on that. I will double check before the end of the video and let you know how much they are Canadian. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and do some swatches. So this is what she looks like. This is the swatch. So again, this is Rose Haze. I apologize for my dry hands. So Rose Haze. This is a Sephora Collection blush, which is quite similar. And this is a matte blush. This is in the shade Shame on You. And again, this is very easy to swatch. This is Shame on You. I actually kind of like that shade a little bit better because it's not as warm looking, I guess. So they're not exact, but similar. This is a super cheap one. I got this on Amazon. This is LA Girl in the shade Just Natural. And I really like this one too. I haven't worn it in a while, but it is a very pretty nude. So a little bit lighter. Again, this is Rose Haze, and this is Just Natural. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go in, this is what I immediately thought of, which is Armani number 10, and it's in the shade Intimate. I don't think, if you live in the US, I don't think you can get this shade. They did have an exclusive shade in Canada, and they had one in the US as well. Okay, so Intimate, when I'm swatching, looks quite a bit lighter. So that is the difference between the two. But just looking at them, they looked kind of similar. But now I can see that this one is definitely more pink. This one's a little more peachy. So again, that is Intimate. And then we have Kosas blush in Dreamland. I don't think this will be similar, but you never know. Dreamland's definitely more peachy, but it's not that far off, to be honest. I would say Rose Haze is kind of like a mix between this one here, which is the Sephora collection, and then Dreamland. And then we have Tarte Party, which is this one here. And I think this one is definitely more like pinky mauve toned. So this is Party, Rose Haze. This is the Sephora collection one in Shame on You. This is the LA Girl blush. This is Intimate. And then this is the Kosas Dreamland. So as you can see, I pretty much did not need this. I think just with Dreamland itself, I pretty much have this shade. And to be honest, I don't know why, but I don't really use Dreamland that often. I think I've just been more into like the bronzy looking shades rather than pinky. And usually if I do go pink, I try to go more like purpley pink. So I feel like maybe Nude La Valliere would have been a little bit better for me, but that's fine. I do think it's still beautiful. I'm not going to be returning it because the feel of it is just, it's super, super smooth. Like I had zero trouble building this up. I had zero trouble applying it. It just applied very seamlessly. So now we'll go into our lip color because I feel naked without it. I'm using the Mina lipstick in the shade 501. This is a newer one that I saw, well, not newer, new to me, that I saw somebody use on TikTok, and I was like, that is beautiful. And you know what's really grinding my gears right now? MAC. Like, MAC is originally a Canadian company. So tell me why we aren't able to pre-order yet in Canada, but they can pre-order in the US. It should be released here first. I know Europe gets everything first, but like, you were born in Canada. Give us some... Give us something. I don't know. And then for some reason, when I look at the US Instagram, it says they have 28 new shades. And then when I look at the Canada Instagram, it says 20. So what shades aren't we getting? We best be getting almost all of them. All right. So this is the Mina lipstick, and I just used Stone from MAC. Anyway, so the day they come out, I'm actually working. And I called them and I'm like, can I call you that morning, pay over the phone and come pick them up at lunch? They're like, no, sorry, it's first come, first serve. And I'm like, ah! Which, okay, fine. And I know they're permanent, so like I don't need them, but I want them. And MAC never seems to make enough, like, I don't want to say shades, not shades. They never seem to make enough, like, quantities for everybody. So I'm really hoping that there's enough for everybody. And also that I can get it. So I'm gonna try to pre-order. We'll see. I know in the US you can pre-order right now, and they come out I think on the 6th, but in Canada I think it's the 9th, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm hoping that we could pre-order on the 7th, because hopefully we have the same deal as the States where it's like two days before. Anyway, what do we think about the blush? Be honest. I mean, I might have put too much on, but that's just who I am. But I will let you know if it is in fact sweat proof. I'm going to be going to the gym and I wear a mask to the gym, and we're doing legs today, so that should be fun. But yeah, so this is the shade Rose Haze. I do really think it's pretty. Again, I don't think I needed it. I think for the price, it's a little steep for what it is. It's beautiful. And I think if you are looking for any of these types of shades, and formula is beautiful, so if you are looking for any of these types of shades that you don't already have in your collection, then it's worth it. But to me, didn't need. Okay, I'm sorry. I just didn't. As you can see, I have very similar shades, and I think, yeah, I don't know. I think like blush is just not my thing right now. It is my thing where I wear it every single day, but I kind of went through a phase where I was buying lots and lots of blushes, and I kind of like scratched that itch where now it's just like the only thing I'm really looking for now are those MAC lipsticks, and I feel like I'm going to do either a no buy or a very low buy. I know I've said this before, but I really want to do it this time. We need to start saving. We do want to get a house or like a townhouse, so I think I need to calm down on my spending, and I have everything. Like I literally have everything that I need. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I love you so much, and we will see you soon. Bye. I meant to show you an up close video of what this blush looks like, and it really is pore blurring. Like I do have to say, it's blurring. So that alone is probably a pretty big seller to some people, especially if you have a lot of texture on your cheeks like I do. But to me, it really is very nice and blurring. So I just wanted to add that in, and thank you so much.